Okay, so I hope this is live. This is probably the second time I'm doing this. And okay, so alright. I was supposed to. So I'm not sure what. I don't have anything exactly planned for this stream, but I was planning to start. I think my next video is going to be Nills to Mills, which is the from scratch version for 07, where I make start from nothing. The upside of this is I actually get to start as a level 3, and oh shoot. Why starting so early? I really don't know when I was actually gonna start, but I just started now because I don't know, like just um, the time I set the stream to go live is just something I don't know. I probably should have. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to start it now because there's really no difference from starting like 23 minutes from now, and better start it now rather than later because it's gonna get late soon. Because last stream I did, it went up to about 3 a.m. and that kind of screwed my sleep schedule for quite a while. But yeah, so this was like so far I don't have much. Like pretty much I recorded everything, or mostly the achievements from when I started when 07 started and up till now. I have like this really, let's see, gotta find the folder for it. Yeah, so there's like all this stuff. There's 186 clips, although most of it is just clips of me completing quests because there's some quests that are really good early on. Actually, I think I made a list. Um, yeah, so this is kind of like I went through all the clips here. Let's see. Dang it, I can't really show it. And then it's like starting from 07. It's like this is when RS07 first came out. Then I'm just doing blah 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 stuff. I probably will cut this out. This was actually where okay, so when 07 started, it's like I had everything was loading from scratch. So I go all the way up here, and then it's like it's taking forever to load, and I realized that I clicked to go to the Dark Wizards right there. So as it loads, like after a whole minute, I spawn and I die in Lumbridge. I mean, I spawn in Lumbridge because I died. And let's see what happens after. So I ran all the way back up. Oh, right. Right as I get there, I get connection lost. So I lost all the items I started with. But that's kind of how '07 started for me. It wasn't good, but yeah. Alright. I wonder if that guy's still coming for the dies. Illywood. Oh, he's not in the chat. Okay. So, what kind of computer I have a Mac. It's an iMac. I really don't know the specs. I wouldn't know where to find the specs either. So at the moment, this is really slow. I wouldn't recommend doing this with this low range. I was actually 65 range when I started this. But yeah, like black dragons are a lot worse than red dragons. These take at least 7 minutes with 65 range and bronze arrows. And you can see by my gear, I'm 3-iteming so that if I die, I keep all the good stuff. I lose all this. I lose Ava, unfortunately. But yeah, I keep the good stuff because last time I don't even know how I died, but I think I died to a evil chicken because like I ran. Actually, I probably died like many times. One of the times was I don't know what killed me. I assume it was evil chicken because I was in a safe spot like here where not you guys could see the mouse, right? Because like this the last stream I did I didn't enable it so you could show the mouse. So yeah. But last time I was running down the street because I have a mailbox down there. I needed to mail something. So I ran all the way down, came back. That was like less than a minute. And I come back and I died. I ran back and got my stuff, but I'm just assuming I died to an evil chicken. System info. About the smack or what? And it looks something like this. But so, I wrote down all this stuff of how I started. This is just cutting out the. This is mostly a list of all the good quests up to a certain point, because there's still quests after that are. I mean, like you really only have to do a few of these, but some of them really help for early on. Well, only a few. Like Varrock dummies, you don't really have to do. Stronghold of Security is good. Then Waterfall is for sure. There's like some notes on some cheap foods like stews from Catherby that were 10 GP. Although the stew thing was only good early on because there wasn't there were people still fishing, so there wasn't really a way to get food efficiently. And stews were just really cheap because you buy it from an NPC. You got to talk to him though, which kind of sucks. See, like this dragon takes forever to kill. Although I'm getting closer to 70 range, and then after I get done with all this early stuff, I'm gonna head to Barrows and then just talk about stuff. So let's see my list. What else? Oh, this is like a summary of. It might be the first episode of Nills and Mills. I'm not sure because it's like I have. Oh yeah, I got connection loss. After I got connection loss there, the stuff I died up there. There's no way I was getting it back. I don't even know what the problem was, but I guess like with everybody logging in, of course the servers are gonna have problems. Blah blah blah. Got actually I'm just gonna put this off to the side. And this is like this text is just a summary of the stuff I did so far. There's about 32 minutes worth of footage, but it'll probably get cut down to like maybe 20 minutes and I'll just commentate over it. Oh, the reason I'm using such low, like I'm using bronze arrows just because it's cheap, or yeah, because it's cheap. Actually, like the pathing system or the way the monsters move is a bit different in 07 where I can't really show it, or actually I could. Hold on. So you're gonna see him move north after, see, like he's moving here, he gets stuck and keeps moving north. Which the good thing about how they do this in 07 is that where the arrows drop, which is always on the southwestern corner for each monster, is like here's the monster, here's the southwest corner of them, is I have a direct line of path to it so that my Ava grabs the arrows back. Whereas in the current game, the dragon would have stopped like around here, 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 have like a box here, and I wouldn't have a direct line of path to like the southwest portion of them, which would be here, and I would lose my arrows. So there's an upside to this. Although one of the polls, they said they're going to change the pathing system so that you don't like spend hours just dancing underneath the monster because you guys are moving in random paths. But about that, I'm not sure how that's going to affect luring, like luring monsters in '07. But I mean, I can't really say much about it until they actually change it, so I know how it does affect it. Yeah, it's like it is probably better to spend more arrows on like get better arrows and do this. But the problem with that is I'm kind of just doing this AFK because sometimes I play League of Legends and actually wait, did I get? Yeah. So sometimes I play League of Legends and do AFK. Like RuneScape is at least RS07 combat is pretty AFK. So you could do other stuff while you do something AFK. Like Black Dragons, they take at least 7 minutes to kill with bronze arrows, and that's not too bad if you're doing other stuff at the same time. So yeah, and sometimes it's like I don't look at it enough so that I actually like I would kill it and then I would not even notice until a couple minutes later, and I would miss out on the loot anyway. But yeah, so let's see, good stuff. Waterfall quest really good. Now, oh wait, I was just gonna show like the footage. Just gotta make sure right click so I stay logged in. So let's see, dummies. I got the 10K from doing the Stronghold of Security. Although the footage is kind of messed up. Like, um, yeah, I have no idea what this clip is from. It comes out of nowhere. I don't know. Then there's like fishing. I'm probably not going to include that. Um, oh yeah, here's the stew buying part where you talk to this guy. Like this is Catherby. There's McRubber's Wood right there. And he sells you 20 GP each. I should add that. So pretty cheap because it heals 10 HP each, and for 20 GP, that's pretty good. Downside is you have to talk to him and go through like 9 chat options. If they included like in the live game, they have a spacebar option where if you hold down the spacebar, it goes through the chat. Then you can use like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to choose whichever option. Now, if they added that, it would be a lot easier. But it's not too important. It's good for quests, but I'm pretty much almost done with quests. But I'm putting off doing quests because I don't want to start the series with like some of the higher requirement of the later quest is 85 combat, and I could probably get pretty high stats before doing that. So yeah, I could like go without doing that. Then there's actually I got 66 magic from doing Barrows, so that's good. I think the only thing I have left is the 85 combat. So okay, so waterfall. Oh right, this is okay. So I brought some stews. This is I need to zoom in. So okay, so this is when I went to do the waterfall when it was like the first day when they had people who just like instead of doing it solo, they would have like just hundreds of people just rush in. Whoever got hit was unlucky, but it allowed a lot of people to get the quest done. And the good thing about the quest is it gives a lot of XP, has no requirement to the quest. Really easy, good early levels. So I'm just gonna get this thing lured and yeah. Okay. So let's see. Go down. I brought some stews because I thought like would heal. Okay, so I get hit a 1. That's okay. So it's like I got past the moss giant. That's good. So I loot the chest. I'm like, okay, time to run back because I didn't want to run all the way, and I get one hit by 9. Yeah. So I sadly I kind of wish it would protect the pebble, but I protect the stews. Wait, I don't think you. I don't remember getting this message often, unless you only get it as low levels. But anyway, so after getting a pebble back and getting out for sure this time, got finished the quest. And the upside of doing the quest is you go from level 1 to like 30 strength and attack straight away. Real good. Alright, I did it with my friend. So we got the quest done together. And okay, so then there's the other thing where I kind of wanted to try and do the series without training magic because at the time, mine runes were like 10, 20 GP each. That was pretty expensive. I didn't want to spend money on that, so I chose not to. And the downside of that was I didn't realize how overpowered magic was in the early levels because like, okay, 13, level 13 Firestar. That's level 13. That's not that much XP, and you get to hit 8. Whereas if you trained attack and or even just range or melee, you would need much higher stats than 13 to hit 8. Yeah, I probably should have. Where is it? I probably should have attacked the skeleton. I didn't think that the moss giant would hit me. Like, let's see. I'm running past here. I looted, and I was hoping one of these two skeletons was gonna aggro on me. So I'm running past it, and I think this one wanted to attack me, but I was already too far away. Let's see. Let me zoom in closer so I could see it at a slower pace. So I'm running. It's like I think it's trying to attack me, but it runs south and gets stuck behind the pillar. It gets stuck behind the pillar trying to target me, but I get hit by the moss giant. See that again. So I get the amulet. The skeleton wants to target me, and the moss giant gets there first. Then that's GG. Oh right, I lost the pebble too. So I had to go back to Gnome Village to get the pebble. Then I had to go back to Glario's thingy. I wonder if that Elliowood guy is back. Or I could try adding him. Shoot. He's not logged in. Oh well. But yeah. So let's see what else. I don't. Oh right. So I didn't realize how much magic helps in the early levels because you get such good hits for like pretty much no cost. Whereas like with melee, you need a good weapon, you need good strength level as well as attack level to wield it, and anything but rune scimitars were pretty good, but that's like rune scimitar, that's 40, at least 40 attack, and you need at least around a good strength level is maybe around 40. And with magic, you train it pretty fast, and you do damage, you train yourself, and it's a long range. And wait, I don't remember what was wrong with range. Alright, level 1 range, you hit 1s. 0s, 1s, 2s, maybe, but with magic, at level 13, you hit 8s. And seeing as... oh, right. So I'm going to skip ahead, trying to find the quest bosses because there's some that made if I trained magic, I would have saved like half an hour easily. Let's see what is this. This is when I bought the Addy 2H because I just wanted to flinch the monsters. It costs money to buy the 2H, but it's really good if you're just gonna flinch the monsters like I do for one of the quests that's nearby, like the witch's house. I have to edit. The Vampire Slayer for a good attack XP, really good early on. Although that kind of took me a while to do because I had 10 HP. So even though I had 33, no, I had 30 attack before, 30 strength. Even though I had that, I only had like 10 HP. So the vampire could have easily killed me, and it kept on healing. So it took me like half an hour to kill it and figure out how the pathing system in 07 worked. And let's see. Oh, like the free-to-play quests, they're easy, but they're not really needed except for some. The ones that I would recommend is if you're not going to do any skilling or focus on quest at all, then just do the ones that give combat XP, like magic. I think there's only ones that gives magic and attack. I'm trying to find oh, there's some prayer XP. The Restless Ghost is good if you're gonna do Restless. I'm pretty sure it was a requirement for something. Oh, it was a requirement for Avas. So if you ever plan to do range, you have to do the Restless Ghost. It's a prerequisite for the quest. So initially, instead of doing black dragons, I was doing red dragons because red dragon hide is farther away. Since it's much further away, harder to get. Oh wow, I didn't even have a shield on that time. Wait, I don't think this is the one still chasing me. Yeah, it's not the one. I hate that only one of them walks up to this area. Meaning it's a different one I need. I'm just gonna head back top. I think it's spawned. I think this is... There's also only one that lets you safe spot it up here. I could go further down and safe spot the others, but if this one spawns and attack me while I'm AFKing, I lose all my stuff. And I need to save this last fish to feed it when it needs it. Link to what guide? I didn't do the Barrows guide yet. I kind of wanted to do the first episode of Nills and Mills, and then do the low-level Barrows guide thing. So, yeah. Okay. Trying to find the quest with the combat in it. So far, this is mostly just free-to-play quest. Doric's quest. This is the shortest quest ever. You talk to Doric, have all the ores in your inventory, and talk to him again, and you're done. That's all there is to it. Although this one took me a while to do because since nobody sold ores on the first day, it was kind of hard getting the items for it. I think it's much later. It's not Delarif, not this. Alright, it's like woodcutting, I swear, is the fastest skill. Is it? Because you get like 25 XP per log early on, and it's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. And, oh right, this is the start of the wood. What? Damn it! I thought I recorded me killing the monsters in the witch's house quest where you flinch them. I guess I didn't. But oh, right here. This is the one that if I had magic, it would have saved so much time because I'm using Addy 2H. I only have level 30-ish stats. If I had mage, I would hit 8s consistently, and this was back when you could mage through players and stuff, and it would be all good. Sadly, I had to flinch this. This took about 40 minutes to do, so... Took a really long time to finally kill this guy. But after doing it, I could finish the quest. This is this the fighter arena quest? Or no, Trinon Village? Yeah, Trinon Village. Really good attack XP. There's no skill requirement. You just have to kill the boss, and that's it. So then there's another one that was good after. Oh, okay. Then there's the fight arena. Fight arena, no requirements. It gives you, I think it gives you attack XP. Fight arena, yeah, 12k attack XP and some thieving XP. That's not too important. It's the 12k attack XP. So while I was killing the bosses or the monsters you fight in the quest, I got random and had to kill Bouncer all over again. Like when he spawned, he was full HP, I think. Oh, I guess he had a little HP. I swear he was full, like half HP when I got teleported out. But like, here's another instance. If I did magic early on, this quest would have been done so fast. But instead, it took me a good. Let's see. There was Bouncer the dog. Then there's General Khazard. Had to kill him. If I had magic, it would have been so easy. Instead, it took me about an hour just to kill all of the monsters in the boss. Alright, about Nills to Bills for the live game, that's going to be after Nills to Mills. So then after that, I'm going to alternate between them. So that's how it's going to be. Alright, for Nills to Bills, I also have a folder for that somewhere. Yeah, it's mostly a lot of QBD because QBD is really good for how easy it is. I made a guide on that. I'll link it when whatever. Yeah, Zima has a YouTube channel. Sadly, it's like Zima with a bunch of numbers at the end because somebody took Zima. That kind of sucks when you're the person, like you're the real Zima, but then you have to put numbers at the end because because a fan took your name already. And another thing that I'm going to recommend for the Nelson Mills, like in the actual episode, is running Essence for like Law Runes. I think Law Runes is better than Nature Runes early on because if you get hit by those whatever guys, you lose all your stuff unless you plan to bank it. Like, there's this one time I was in Lumbridge Cellar. There's a guy poisoned, and when he died, he dropped like 3k natures and some amount of essence. I didn't get it myself. Somebody else got it and showed it to me, and I was like, just before I had climbed down the ladder, I was running to the chest in the bank because I don't know what I was doing, but I was banking down there, and I see a guy dying. I'm like, okay, he's probably not gonna drop anything good. Like he had nothing, he was wearing nothing, so I didn't think much about it. But it turns out he was I it would be I would probably guess either a bot that got teleported there, got another random and died, or it was an actual person. No wait, an actual person would have noticed if they got there, because then you get randoms regardless if you're gaining XP. And if it was a real person, they would have had to right click and saw that they were at Lumbridge and realized that they had got teleported out while they were running natures. So it would be safe to assume it was probably a bot that did that. And I was kind of disappointed because back then, that was when 1 mil was a lot. Even now, a mil is pretty decent. I think there are people close to at least 500 mil bank, which also goes to like, okay, there's there's several ways you can make money. There's PVM, PvP, merchanting, staking. I think that's it. Skilling. Wait, does that fall under one of those? Like staking, I never understood it because, okay, you have two people boxing or using whatever Blood Barrage. there's always that, but it never changes. That's kind of the same with PVM, but yeah, I don't understand that aspect either on why people watch it. But when I watch staking videos, all I'm really looking for is how much they win. Like, is it a lot or a little? But the actual combat in it, it never really changes. It's just like two people punching each other. But that's just me. Uh, what else? Okay, so it took me like an hour to kill those guys, and let's see, running through. Gonna get the quest reward for. Yeah, gotta zoom in. And quest reward is 12k XP, and that got me to 41. And this was all from doing quests, no training, which is kind of how I um, started up. I really didn't train any skills at all. Although for some of them, you probably, if you're going for efficiency and you're not going for a quest cape like I was, you could cut out a lot of the quests that I did. But that 41 attack from when I started out, was all from doing quests. There was no training. It was all from quest rewards. Pretty sure it's still aggro on me. Gotta let this one see that it can't attack me, then run back. And then this one should run away at some point. And then this one could walk north. And now I could shoot it because I won't lose my arrows. Right. So what I noticed when ranging was there are certain spots where you'll notice that you lose arrows, and there's some where, like, there's some spots where if you're ranging them, even though you have a line of sight, it might not return back to you because, like, I don't know, like, I haven't really mapped out at which angles is good, at which angles is bad, and how it takes into account of the terrain. So the way I see if it's actually attracting it back is I just go to my equipment screen and see if I'm losing arrows or not. So this is a straight line, it works, but when I was doing red dragons, it's like there's this rock at the center where you could stand in the middle of it and you could range any red dragon on the side. But at a lot of the angles, you would lose all your arrows. So it wasn't really that good of a spot. Oh yeah, there's this guy, like World 46, and my homeworld is World 46. Okay, so you can see my mouse, so this works better when I'm trying to explain Barrows, like I did last stream, for just like a quick guide on how I do Barrows. Okay. Oh, at the end of the stream, this stream might not be that long. Like last stream, I'm surprised it actually went on for like 3 hours because usually I'm not a great commentator because I when I'm talking about topics, sometimes I can't expand on it. Sometimes I just give yeah, sometimes I don't know what to add to the actual topic, so I run out of things to talk about. And the reason I'm streaming on YouTube and not Twitch is I signed a contract to live stream on YouTube, and I could change it so I could live stream on Twitch, but I'm not sure how to do that. I could ask like James or Born how they did theirs, but it's not really a big priority for me. Although I could do casual streams like that more often. I hope I don't get so glad I have no food on me. That could have killed me. But good thing about black dragons compared to red dragons is black dragons you can get back in time if you remember to grab everything. Like you gotta get a raw chicken, you gotta get Like, I think I spawned in Lumbridge. Gotta get a raw chicken. When I run to the bank, gotta get Lumbridge teleports so I don't have to, like, I would bank in the cellar, and just teleporting back to Lumbridge so it's upstairs saves me a couple seconds. I gotta get food to survive because I won't have a dragon shield on me. And there's something else I'm forgetting. Dragon stuff, um, raw chicken, food. Is that it? Yeah, I guess that's it. Let's see. Triangle. And all that, I could run back here, loot everything I have in my inventory as well as what I was wearing, and have about 15-20 seconds left before everything disappears. Whereas if I died at Red Dragons, which is in Brimhaven Dungeon, it's impossible to get back, no matter where you spawn. The reason I'm 3-iteming Black Dragons is because often when I do this, I'm doing something else at the same time. Like, usually I do it when I'm playing League, and yeah. So it's something AFK, and if I die, I only lose my arrows, which is bronze arrows, because if I die, I lose some bronze arrows, but because they're kind of cheap, they're okay. If I lose mithril arrows, I would be more bummed out about it. Okay, so I think that covers most of the Nills to Mills, the 07 series that I'm gonna do, where, like, just gonna show again, like, the steps for up to the part where I did that. Where is it? Where I went to Barrows. I'm like really low magic level, and I just killed a Barrows brother. Went to try and loot, and the reason I chose to run away automatically is like I stopped at only doing one Barrows brother because my tunnel was Varrock, and there's no way I'm gonna like at this time I didn't notice or I didn't know that there were safe spots under here. I assumed that they were the same as upstairs, and like here you'll notice like this is when I'm really low, like low stats. So I open the chest, Varrock spawns, he hits a 20. That's like a good 80 or 70% of my HP. There's no way I would have been able to kill him. Well, could have maybe um like maybe 10 minutes, but that is assuming that's like not including like I had really terrible run, and to safe spot them with running around this thing, it's possible, but you lose a lot of run energy. So now it's not as bad. I have 58 agility. I think I got 58 agility for doing a quest. I need. Oh my god! I could have died. Okay, it's a good thing nothing was there. Little Oaks. I'm not like the links in the description. Those are people I'm subscribed to, and I could look at his videos, but it's like this is the link. The links, the other YouTube channels in my description are just some of the more smaller people that I am subscribed to, whereas the ones that aren't on the list are mostly people I think are big enough to have their own channel. But yeah, this is all this Black Dragon thing and Red Dragons was some like I haven't been to Barrows over the past few days. I think 2 to 3 days for sure. So I've been just killing dragons, and the good thing about this is it's AFK, and like I said, like I could do other stuff like League of Legends, and then it's just AFK. Something like if I were to do Barrows, I would spend maybe 10 minutes concentrating, like running around, because I'm not spending money on. Oh shoot! Do I even have prayer pots? All right, I purchased some more, but I had to sell my. This half is my runes that I get from Barrows. and I had to sell some of them. I made a list of how many I sold because um, if I don't sell it, like I don't plan to sell my Barrows item. This is in order of what I got them as, not including the duplicates. Like I got, I got 3 dark slag. Yet I don't have. I know I'm missing something. Like I haven't gotten a single item from 1%. Let's see. I have a rims. There's Carol's, Darak, Varak. I don't have anything from Guthins. I have Torag. So the only person I'm missing is Guthins. Yeah. So I think the Guthins spear is worth the most. Then there's maybe Guthin's helm, Darak's helm. I know Varak is it's not a lot, but it's a decent amount. But I don't plan to sell any of my runes unless I have to, and the like I gotta find one of this, probably this one. Yeah. So I sold this much. I was gonna put this into an Excel document, so I know how much this is, but it's around 2 mil with some of the other items I sold, and that 2 mil went into my kingdom because I finished Royal Trouble somewhere here. What? Yeah, Royal Trouble. Now, this is Kingdom of Miscellanea. You get money back, and it's really good because early '07 is something like skilling is profitable. So I'm gonna write this down. Max quest point is probably around 246, I believe. Yeah. So skilling is profitable. Evan. So there's that bed thing, and just so you know, I'm streaming. So is one in there? Is it just you?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like the stuffies were like too awesome, so I let them have the bed. And we got the bed. She's coming back later for that other bed. So,
wait, what?
that's your bed. She's coming back for that bed to take away later.
Why didn't she just take it when she gave us this?
I don't know. It's like,
it's like stupid.
It's like, yeah. Oh, she took the glass table.
What?
But the bottom part of it, like the glass is still there on the couch.
Why?
I don't know. It's like she's just like, oh, I took your other glass table. Can I have the bigger one now? But I only need the bottom part, not the actual glass. It made as much sense as giving us the bed, but not taking the other bed and saying, I'll come back for it another day.
That's really stupid. Really stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, that's my little sister. But well, not little. It's only a year difference. That's about it. And that's my mom calling for my sister. Although yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna gear up for. See, I hate I can't do anything when this happens. Xanaris is like the worst bank ever. Like every time you close your bank tab after like maybe 5 minutes, you get like one of those random things. And if you got like one of them was those choir people, they'll follow you and it'll make you pick up your cat so that they become your follower. I guess that's not too descriptive. Maybe, but could I search it up? Okay, so it's like these guys. If you got these guys, it would make you pick up your cat. The cat would go in your inventory, and these guys will be your familiar for about like 30 seconds before leaving. Right, so... Oh man. I didn't want to do Barrows with my cat when it's a kitten because you have to feed it every 15 to 20 minutes. So it's harder to do prolonged trips without having to bank. But I guess I'll just go for shorter trips so that I can still feed my cats. No, the cat's too good. I'm responding to this guy. So, let's see. Oh shoot, I haven't been to Barrows in a while. I forgot what to bring. Okay, I need Ecto. The reason I have Ecto is like born for PVM and I timed it where there's a few things you can do. When you're at Barrows and you're at the chest underground, you could do one of two things. You could teleport with an Ecto file, get to Xanaris, bank at whatever bank you pass, either at Port, Fast, whatever, the thing at the Ecto fireplace, or you could bank at Xanaris, which is right here, and then bank there, and then run all the way to Barrows, or you could teleport to your house, use Canifis teleport in your house if you have it, and then do that. Once you're at Canifis, do the shortcut to get to Barrows, or you could bank at Berg Durat. So there's those three options. But then banking at Berg Durat requires you to run all the way out from Barrows, run all the way to Berg Durat, and run all the way back. And most of the time, we found that Ectophile is just a lot better. Not sure about the Canifis one. And this is accounting run energy. So I'm going to upgrade to Mithril Arrows because when I'm doing Barrows, I use Mithril Arrows because I actually have to pay attention, so may as well bring better arrows. So there's Ecto, Drummond. I need a spade. Spade. Oh my god, I cannot find. No, it's gotta be. Oh shoot. Where do I buy spades? I need to get more. There's one more item I need. Drummond, Ecto, this. I think it's a staff. An air staff? Chaos Gauntlet. Red. I don't want to bring my red d'hide because the thing that made me start 3-iteming was I lost my red d'hide chaps because other stuff protected over it. And that was because I died to a random. So it seems kind of silly to bring like a red d'hide and have a blue d'hide on. Like that. Actually, what's the range difference? If it's not a lot, 109, 104? Okay, I'd rather keep it matching than have it separate. And this annoying thing happens. I can't even bank. Yeah. After that... So, I'm just gonna maybe not talk for a bit and just finish gearing up quickly so I could start heading to Barrows. And a lot of this random item, besides the rune armor, is mostly just what I get from the basic loot from Black Dragons. It's not too good because Addy Darts. Gotta unpoison them. Eddie Javelin, who actually uses that. And this is mostly just alchemical stuff, mithril stuff. It's mostly just the bones and d'hide that are good. Oops. And update 25 cats. Plus whatever the other ones are. That's like 31 total. And before I leave, I'm just going to feed my cat one more time. Wherever it is. Alright, I'm already in Settings, so I don't have to use the ectofile. But the ectofile is also my one-click teleport away. So, let's see. Was it BKR or CKR? CKR. Is it BKR? Wait, 1, 2. Maybe it's BKR. Pretty. Oh, right, it was BKR. It's like 3, 4. It's like there's 3 of them. First one 3 times, second 2 times, third 2 times, turn. And yeah. So it's like I showed this before, run a bit south, then once you could go over this weird, oops, wait, okay. Go over that weird line, then there's a swampy boat that you could travel, which I should actually look up. Does it require a quest? Swampy boats. Swamp boat. Nature Spirit Quest, maybe? I don't think I'll ever figure out which one it is without being like for sure 100% tested. I kind of wish I tried it myself. But okay, so runes. Aw, damn, dark tunnel. So runes I usually just flash Eagle Eye. Although, shoot, I'm not even sure about the timing anymore. Because you could probably tell the timing if you had Soul Split, but that's in... I mean, you could do it on 07 and like just auto attack and flick Soul Split. When you actually hear Soul Split or see the animation, you'll know that you're doing it right. And then you could just replicate it when you're here. Alright, I did die to a snail once. But that wasn't fair. I don't even know how did I die? Oh man, that was so long ago. I don't remember what exactly happened. Pierce can't do Nature Spirit. What's the requirement for Nature Spirit? Nature Spirit, 10 prayer. What's wrong with that? Well, I mean, I guess peers who don't actually get prayer, they can't do it? Is that what he means? Shoot. It gives 2k defense? Oh. Well, I guess... Kinda sucks. But, I mean, you could run, but that is an awful long trek. Because you gotta run through the snail maze just before... just before getting here. It's like... I'll open up... Oh, shoot. I'll open up the world map when I get to the next Barrow brother. Do I still have prayer? Yes, I do. Good. So let's see. World map. So let's see. Swamp Boat brings you from here down this river, and this is the snail maze, where it makes you zigzag just to make it look bigger. It doesn't make sense. There should be a shortcut because get from here to here, make it simple. Not have to go down, up again, and then you're finally out. That's only to make it look bigger. And yeah. Yeah, Is there any good money-making method that doesn't require defense? I can only think of Barrows at the moment. Let's see, there's Barrows, DKs, can't do that. There's Cafe Queen. Oh no. Okay. So what I did there was just like, I had prayer left over so that I could pray melee and avoid Varrock's first hit. And then from there, I just did this whole thing. Where I always have walk on, and I hold control after casting so that it runs me to the next spot. I guess green dragons are good because easy to kill, low defense-ish. You still need like decent amount of range level. I would say range or... oh shoot. That time I got hit because I had run on. Okay, so there's green dragons for peers, but I can't think of anything else. Or, well, none of the major bosses. You could do Barrows, but that is a really long bank time. Oh man. Okay. I'm really messing up this bad. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, the problem with Slayer is even I don't like Slayer. Well, some people do, but I don't. Like, you just kill monsters. It's good for training combat. Not at an efficient pace, but it's decent for combat XP, and you get rewarded in the long term when you can finally kill the monsters. But with every other thing, like every other skill, eventually the drops aren't going to be worth anything. Like in the live game, whips are 140k each. That's kind of because Slayer has been out for years now, and well, with no item leaving the game, it's like there's more supply than demand. Where like, why would you like when do you actually use a whip, lose a whip besides like when you're PKing? Well, yeah. Also, that whips aren't as useful because, let's see, introduction of chaotics. What else? Well, Dragors, of course. And what's a whip? Level 70, so it's not really that good. it would be on par with. No, I think God Swords are like 75. But that's also something that's going to happen with skilling. Like at the moment, skilling is profitable, surprisingly enough, because people are charging for higher level stuff to do. Like I know people used to do like um, free skilling where you let them get XP, they make whatever you want. But because there's so few of them at the moment, people are able to get away with charging you to like say if you want somebody to make a fear, they could charge you for it. Or what else is high? Um, Black D'hide, Red D'hide, Blue D'hide maybe, Dragon Hide not too much. But when you get up there to the higher level stuff, wow, Onyx is 90. When you get up there to do the higher level stuff, and you're one of the few people there you can get away with charging people. And that's kind of the advantage of getting high crafting now, opposed to get like maybe if you get 90 crafting now rather than later. And 67 magic. Right. I don't think we have milk. So yeah, right there I got 67 magic. I don't think I'll ever actually like grind out a skill like doing fast XP per hour, but like lose a lot of money on it. Like Chinchompas, you lose millions on that if you use that as a training method. Or what else for magic? Bursting, that's gonna cost you a lot of money. You could do alching or like I just plan to do using Fireball as a training method for a very long time because the Chaos Gauntlets. It makes it on par with. It adds +3 to your damage. So let's see, that's Firebolt +1 is wind, +2 water. So it's the same as Earth Blast. And that's just while using Fire Runes and Chaos Runes. So it's a lot better than using actual Death Runes. It's like 1 damage less than if you were to use Fire Blast, but it's like what? It's like level 35, and you hit pretty decent with it already. So I probably, and yeah, I could like work with the stats. 68 range, 67 mage. That's all fine. You don't really need high stats to do bosses, except for if you plan to do Dagannoth King. If you're soloing, you can use whatever spell. But if you get crashed, it would help to have higher level spells like I think God spells. Where's Closet Guthix? Yeah, Closet Guthix. That hits 20s, but if you get to level 80, I think it was level 80. Yeah, level 80 for charge. That makes it max at 30. So that's at that point, I don't think anybody can crash you. It comes down to luck. So let's see, killed all 5 brothers. So now I could go down. Wow, there's a lot of monsters out. So, oh cool, awesome. So now I got Dark in the tunnel. I could just safe spot him here and just kind of wait after this till it's done. Do what caves? Fight caves? Let's see. Fire Cave. Upside of Fire Cave is it's good for melee. I could try it. It would take like 2 hours. It would. If I had better melee stats than this, 50 and 60, I would probably consider doing it. But I don't really want to go stream that because it's gonna take an awful long time and nothing interesting is gonna happen for a while. And let's see, kill Dark. Now I could just range the rest of these. And let's see. Could try and see if that door is the right one. Let's see. Here's the doors nearby. Then next one should be... Okay, maybe I can't... Oh, cool. It's nearby. Pretty sure I had a right-click option on it. Or... Oh, I'm pretty sure... Or, actually, that one might be the wrong one. Yeah, it's probably the wrong one. And... Okay, so I'm gonna walk along the tunnel to get a better spot because I don't want to get Casey in there because there's so many around that could PJ me. Oh wait, that is the right one. Oh cool. See, this is kind of when it gets lucky. When like my ladder is right there, and that's like 1 room, 2 room, 3 rooms, and I'm at the door. So this guy's here already safe spawning them. I'll just range to that one. Get it on me. I guess range this one too. Skeletons, they take a bit longer, but sometimes you just spawn like a ton of skeletons rather than like bloodworms or rats. Bloodworms and rats, they have really low defense. They're pretty easy to get for KC. And I'll just be here until 14 KC. 14 because 6 brothers plus 8 KC is what people say is the best, according to a JMod post. And oh, I answered this earlier. Nills to Bills will be after Nills to Mills, and I'll just alternate between the two, between 07 and my EOC series. So it's just gonna alternate between them to keep it even. Yeah. Although it's like with my with the series I have in the live game, I'm pretty much at the point where I already have like 200 mil or something. I could do whatever I want with the money, and pretty much from there, it doesn't change that much until I do Calphite King, which could be soloed with no food with like the new stuff. Like I saw like a good friend of mine, he actually did Calphite King with no food. Now that's good and all, but I don't agree that it's like, come on, it's one of the hardest boss in the game, but it could be soloed with no food. So I think that it's like the bosses in the live game, they need to be buffed, but I don't even know anymore if it's intentional or not. So I'm going to turn auto off and just go in and out through these rooms so that, like, I'm not going to get Casey in this room. I'm just going to spawn a lot of monsters in this room here so that I can just, like, sit where this guy is standing and just get all the Casey I need by attacking the ones that spawn here. And the monsters, I could probably time it, but they only stick around for maybe a minute. Not entirely sure on that, but they don't stick around forever. They eventually despawn. They can actually despawn if they're in combat, because I was attacking this guy once, this skeleton, and him and all the other monsters despawned at relatively the same time. So that's where my theory comes from. Alright, also, like, with leveling up skills early on, you could, if you wanted to be mean, you could make a monopoly on whatever skill it is. Like, if you're crafting, you talk with all the other crafters, say, like, hey, we charge, like, people 15k per whatever thing they want us to make, and that way you can make money, but you're also being, like, a dick at the same time. Because like personally, if I was up there, I wouldn't charge people money, but I guess they could, because leveling up like crafting, that's an expensive skill. That requires money to start off with. You can't do it by I mean, you could do it like there are cheap, easy way to get XP, but it's not that efficient. And if you're training crafting, you kind of want to be one of the first up there so that you can make as much money as possible for making items for people. That also goes with like all the other skills, but eventually it'll come to a point where people do it for free. I mean, it goes like this. First, it's profitable when there isn't many people doing it. When more people start doing it, it'll even out. It's like people will start doing it for free rather than charge people money for it. Then after that, people will, it'll cost, like, XP will cost money. Because the more supply of whatever in the game, the less people need it. Because, like, say, if there's only one Fury, more people would want that Fury. Whereas if there's 1,000 Furies in the game, people aren't too stressed about getting it or not. Like the whole supply and demand thing. I don't know about Void Range. Like, Void Range in the fake caves, like this guy right here, that would be good if you're good at luring, so that you don't lose as much food. If you're not as good about with luring around the monsters, then probably armor is probably the better choice. Because you have to get to wave 63, and that does take a while, and that's a ton of waves where you actually take damage until then. But yeah, like, what a lot of people did early on was they made plans with their friends with Runescape when RS07 came out. It's like, okay, so we're gonna help one guy get to like a really high crap. Actually, let me pull out the skills. There's a few things you can do, or this is what some people did. I'm not gonna specify, but I'm just gonna go through the skills. Like, let's see. Like, I'm surprised, or I'm not even sure, but I don't think people charge for gilded altars. Like, they could, like, have people like pay a fee so they could use the altar. But luckily, somebody, when the first gilded altar came out, or when the first few came out, when people actually got the level for that, they they didn't charge people for it. It was free. That was just awesome. But let's see. So I'm gonna just go over a few skills that would be really profitable. I don't know about Hunter. I really don't know that much about Hunter. Construction, I think the most profitable thing would have been the Gilded Altars, but it seems those are free, unless I don't know something about it. Oh my god, I'm 17 KC. Okay, so I'm gonna loot it and then just go over the skill stuff. And I'm gonna open up my log. Shoot, I'm getting attacked right now. So I'm gonna move around my inventory, because what I found better was because actually I'll pull out some of the clips if I could find it. Sort by date, Barrows. Okay. Oops. Oh yeah, you can see like on the side, like here's RS and here's whatever I'm watching. Like, I finished watching BioShock Infinite, and like, yeah, I watch gameplay footage because one, I don't have a console for whatever game. Two, the game, most good games are around 50, 60. There are some small games. Oh shit. Yeah, I kind of thought that was happening. Okay, so I'm not dying now. So like, most good games or mainstream, well-published, well-known games are around 50, 60. There are games that are cheap that don't cost as much, that are, I don't know, like, okay, just forget that. But I was watching BioShock Infinite. It's like, I'm kind of not really watching it for the gameplay, but about the story. Like I love a good story, depending on how well it's told. But so, this is how I show my loot. It's like, I loot it, and you could see all the items on top rather than just have it stack over each other over and over again. So before I start looting the chest, I make enough space for whatever items I may get and try and loot it. And you could see like on the top of exactly what I got, rather than have them stack like 81 to 160, then 255, and so on. You wouldn't know exactly how. You would have some idea, but not exactly how much I got. So I'm gonna add that to the log, and it takes a while to load. Then I can move it off to the side. And now I want to leave. Usually I don't log it straight away because I could log the drop when I'm doing something AFK, like attacking Barrows. Well, the ones I prey on, like Darak, Arims, and Carols. The other 3 Barrows brothers, they're not as AFK. So let's see. Darak's my tunnel, so set 2 prayer pots, because it usually takes that much to kill Darak. And since, like, I might as well just take it off. It doesn't hurt as much to... And... yeah. So now I'm just gonna quickly add whatever I got to my loot. 587 mines, 81 Deferens and Bloods. And I really kind of hate it when I get coin drops because the value of the coins is never enough. Like, you can get a lot of... Usually it's like you get a lot of... If you get a lot of something, it usually takes away from some of the other items. And getting coins just really suck because even mine runes are worth more than the coin drop. Okay. Oh shit, I should probably just feed my cat. And oh, if you ever actually get a cat, when you feed them something, what I usually do is, so right now it's 11:52 p.m. I just add 15 minutes to that, so that's 12. That's 07. Pretty sure that's right. So I just keep that there in my chat, and when that time comes around, I'll see it in my chat and look at the time. If it's just about that time, I just feed my cat again, so that I don't forget to feed it, just like in case. Because if you're in combat, if you get the message, it gets cut away. Oh shoot, it gets cut away if you're in combat. Ah, sad. I got hit. I got hit at 17. That's gonna hurt a bit. Cause I usually the way okay, the thing that helps about Barrows when you're getting KC down below, like down in the tunnels, is if you have some defense levels, because you're gonna get PJ'd a lot, and to use prayer pots down there is kind of costly. Oh, I went back up because I wanted to take off my armor, set my auto cast, and then go down, so that I have more time to, so my prayer lasts longer. Okay, that should be long enough. So yeah, so only item I'm missing, or like I have at least one item from almost every brother except from, I think it was Guthans. Yeah, I haven't got to any items from Guthans yet. Yes, I play on a Mac. Wow, people actually charge for altars? Sad. Oh, the way you solo the Calphate King, like, personally, I think it's an oversight on how it's done. But, whatever, it's like, it's been there ever since release. I think I killed it. Yeah. Okay, sadly I have no prayer points left. Just as it died, it drained me for another, like, 10 prayer points. So, yeah. like if I had at least one prayer point left, I would go to. Well, I go to Barrow anyway. I climb down, and before opening the chest, I pray melee. Oh, Varrick's my tunnel. Oh, if you had like full barrels like this guy and a shield, you can pretty much tank them without prayer. It does hurt, but it saves you prayer points. But I'm fine with my D-Hive. This takes a bit more clicking, but I save prayer points, I don't take damage, and I don't have 70 defense. But having around, like, you're gonna take damage while you're in the tunnels. If you're 1 defense, you'll pretty much get wrecked. But you could pray for those. Ah, shoot. Mine's is the one below because I could see that it was attacking him. Meaning that the one on top isn't the one that is after me. If that makes sense. Sadly, there isn't much money-making stuff you could do as a peer, but that's kind of like, because you're a peer, the downside of being a peer, even though you get really good fights PvP, like the upside of being a peer is that people you fight usually have low defense. You're focusing on offense rather than overall defense, so that as long as you're not getting hit, like in a war, or at least a multi-fight in the wilderness, if you're a peer, as long as you're not getting hit, it's as if people... How should I explain it? Let's see. Like, if you're a multi, 1 defense doesn't really show until somebody actually hits you, if that makes sense. So that as long as... What? Oh, I didn't stroke it. So that as long as you're not getting hit, people aren't punishing you for having, like, 1 defense. That's the upside of it, like PvP. And sadly, damn it, with YouTube, the thing that sucks about YouTube comments is that it updates in burst, whereas in the Twitch chat, it updates automatically. So there's pros and cons to YouTube. But the downside of being a peer is you limit yourself to certain content. Like, doing Barrows is harder because the monsters will exploit you having 1 defense. When they attack you, it'll actually hurt. If you were 1 defense and went to DKs, you would not last as long as compared to somebody with Guthans and pretty much the same inventory setup as you. So there's little stuff like that. That's kind of what I thought a peer was. You sacrifice defense, but you lose out on certain content where you need defense, like quests such as the piety quest, where you need 65 defense, which is kind of odd. Or actually, does anybody know why the King's Ransom quest requires 65 defense? Is it just a requirement just for the quest, or is there an actual reason? Where, like, for the Family Crest, you needed around 59 magic to be able to cast Fire Blast. Because you need to cast 1 of each... Oh crap, I had run on. Where you needed to cast 1 of each blast spell to kill the boss. But yeah, so for peers, sadly, there's only so much you can do. With money making early on in 07, it's going to be profitable for some skills, but it's not going to be a permanent solution if you're going to train skills rather than combat. Where combat, it keeps making you money even... it keeps making you money for a while. I think. I'm not sure which one will go down first. I know that, alright, like skilling, that eventually it'll cost you money to get XP. But with PVM, you'll keep making money as long as the drops are worth... Oh man, I'm lagging quite bad. But you'll keep for PVM, you'll keep making money as long as the drops are worth something. For Barrows, it'll be worth something for quite a while. For Slayer, it'll hold its price for a while, but eventually... Actually, it'll probably hold it for a very long time. But eventually it'll drop down to 140k, like the live game. Not saying it will anytime soon, but just saying eventually, with time. Especially if they bring out new content. But that's kind of the controversy with this, with 07. People see it as different things. People see it as, there's many ways you can see the server as. And with each update they do, you could agree or disagree with it, which is why they have the polls, where, of course, people are going to be against it, people are going to be for it, but what they want to do is appeal to the majority. But then, does the majority know what... Damn it, I could have put that better. Oh, by the way, like, usually before I make a video, I make like I write everything down and just focus on pronouncing the words properly, because it just makes it a lot easier. So wow. Okay, so like right there, I right click the door. Oh, wait, am I even... First, when you go into the tunnels, you gotta figure out where you are. I could see that this thing curves down, this being north, so I'm to the southeast. So there's a door I can't enter. Cannot enter this. Right click here. I got an open door. So just right through these doors. Man, it's like I never get this lucky for getting doors like really close to my ladder. My ladder being like right there. Ladder. And so I could go loot the chest if I wanted to, but I want to get Casey first. So I go here, and just random here. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna make a guide on Barrows only because I feel that I know something that most of the other guides don't include, like this invisible ladder spot right here, which is why this bloodworm cannot attack me right now. It's like, it's right here, so if I attack this rat, it'll either get stuck north or right in this square here. Like, it's gonna stuck here. Okay, it went north. But if this rat goes around here... Shoot. Damn it, the rat went too far north. Okay, back to the polls. Like, what was the upside? Alright, I was talking about how a lot of people view the actual, like, what the server is for in different ways. There's several ways to look at it. There's one, the AFK kind of combat where you click, shoot, that's all there is to it. There's spec weapons, but most, like Slayer is AFK. It's not the kind of combat that you're kind of engaged where you have to be constantly focused like League of Legends. But League of Legends is PvP. Like, League of Legends, I find that it's hard unless you're like running from base back to lane. Besides that kind of moment, it's hard to find a time where you can actually sit back and just wait for your characters to do whatever. Most of the time, I find that I have to be looking at something, like seeing where I am, where the enemy is, that kind of stuff. This probably doesn't make too much sense if you don't play the game. It's fine if you don't, but those who do play it will probably understand. So there's like, so that's one way to see it, where it's just this kind of AFK combat where you click and shoot. There's no abilities. Then there's also people who see it as this is how the game was in 07. We don't want to change any differently. We don't want any kind of updates to combat, such as God Wars introducing God Swords. But then you could see how people just kind of were thinking about. There's the people who just want the click and shoot combat, but then the people who, but they would. Okay, okay, I gotta like, so, oh my god, like I looked here, I thought that was my HP. Okay, so I'm gonna just forget everything I said back then. Oh, cool. So I got Varrock again, and I'm gonna use this invisible ladder right here, so he cannot attack me, and I'm gonna show that it's there because I'll stand here, he'll attack me, I step back, he cannot attack me because of this invisible ladder that's right here. This is in every... Okay, let me pull up the Barrows map, or the underground Barrows map, so that I could show you this time properly, because last time you could not see my mouse, so you would not know where I was clicking. Once I could find it. Okay. Oh, actually, I should mage it while I'm showing this. And hold on, I want to aggro that rat so that it gets stuck behind the ladder. Okay, so here's the Barrows underground thing. My ladder was here, but there is a ladder in this room here, this room here, this room here, and this room here. So there's 4 ladders, and the one you get sent to is randomized. Now, these ladder, you only see one of them, which is the one that you came down on. So this ladder that is south of me, all the way down there, like here, I am here right now, like here's north. You could see the outside of it, so you could tell that I'm in this room. But you only see one of the ladders. The ladder, regardless... Oh, so you only see one of the ladders. The other 3 ladders, like here, here, and here, you will not see them, but they will be there. The obstacle will be there regardless of if you see it or not, which is why I'm able to trap these monsters on the other side and range them from afar. Like this. And that's something you can take advantage of. There is a safe spot in every room except for these rooms, like this cross section here that makes a cross. These sections have no safe spots in them. Well, they do, but it's a lot harder to position because there's a ton of monsters constant. Wait, how did I get bronze arrows? I don't even know. Okay. So it's 12:08 right now, so I've got to feed my kitten, pet it, and rewrite the time. I think that's right. And then I'm going to go through the store and run around the corner and safe spot it. See, like these rocks you can range over. Not all of them. This rock right here, you cannot. That rock, I'm not sure if you can range over it, but if you pass this line, the monster becomes unaggressive. It'll because, well, not unaggressive, but you're attacking it outside of its attack range, or its roaming range. So it'll like move back if you attack it, which isn't good. Whereas you gotta stay within the roam range. Oh my god! I thought the skeleton disappeared. You gotta stay within the roaming range of the monster. Oh shoot, I don't know. I kind of have to sneeze, but I'm not sure if I don't think there's any way I can mute my mic. Should be okay. Oh yeah, like the reason I'm making or farming cats is because you could sell it for deference, but at this point they're not worth that much as they were like when '07 originally came out. Like the early weeks, that 100 deference was worth a lot. Now it's oh my god. No. Okay. It's gonna PJ me. Now I can open it. But I'm probably not going to sell them at all now because it's not worth enough for me to sell it. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to hold on to them as a souvenir. So I'm dropping my runes so that when I do, so you can see exactly what I get. And this is what I'm going to do for when I do the Nills and Mills, where each time I leave the chest, I'll have nothing at the top and you can see exactly what I got. This makes it easier to vlog as well because I don't have to subtract. So, oh, right. Oh, wait, I have to log it here because when I pick up my stuff, it's gonna get mixed. And I just got PJ'd, but I finished logging, so it's all good. And what I mean logging is I'm keeping track of exactly what I get on an Excel document. Which is kind of weird. I did 1,000 Barrows chest log once, but that was in the live game with accuracy, so that's a lot different. Oh no! I didn't drop the chaos runes! Damn it. Okay, I gotta delete those last two entries. Because I forgot to look at the the chaos rune that's at the bottom of my inventory. Damn it. Oh well. Clear. Oh. Oops. Gotta drink 2 prayer pots first. Because better drink it up here where my prayer does not get drained rather than down there in the Barrows crypt. Coffin room. I'll just call it coffin or sarcophagus room. Okay, now I don't remember what else talking about before all this. I don't know, how long have I been streaming for? This wasn't meant to be a long stream because last one I don't even know how I went up to 3 hours. Let's see. Is there a way to tell how long this has been going on? Just around 90 minutes maybe? That was okay. Okay. Shoot. Let's see. I talked about the chest, the safe spots, and the reason why I was making the guide, but I did that last stream. There was something I was talking about beforehand. Did I went over? No, I think I went over scaling is profitable. Alright, there's also another thing. This is not going with the topic I said beforehand, but longer videos, I know that to some people it's more appealing for something to listen to while they're maybe skilling, grinding a skill, or just doing whatever. It's something to listen to. So it took me a while to actually realize that because just for example, RuneShark. Damn it. I forgot what his YouTube was, but it was Alkin. No, not like his new one, the old one. I forgot what it was called. But he made like daily videos, 3 per day. And some people could say like, oh, he's just doing it for the money. But Making 3 videos per day. Yeah, that was it. Number one boss. Like making 3 videos per day. That's fine and all. You could do that if you want, but if nobody watches it, then what does it matter anyway if you make 3 videos per day? If people watch it, then I guess people want to watch it. Like there's like anybody who make videos, they can make as many videos as they want. It's up to them. But it took me a while to figure out that um, even if you make like 3 videos per day, if people don't like it, they won't watch it. But if people do like it, then they'll continue watching. As you could see, like even though he has like a million videos on his channel now, they each still get like 10,000 views. So there is an audience that do watch his daily videos. Wait, what was I saying? 3 videos per day. Why people watch it? Uh, I know this was an interesting topic I wanted to talk about. Damn, I forgot where I was going with it. Okay, I'm gonna give like maybe 30 seconds and try to figure out what I was trying to say beforehand. This is also why I don't usually do live commentary, because usually I forget what I was talking. Oh my god, my prayer dropped. Okay, he's got a low, so I don't really want to sip another prayer pot. Or do I? Let's see. Let's see if it's worth it. No, it was not. Okay, I still got hit by... Like, I still gotta eat another shark. Oh, that's what I was talking about, like, before. Wait, like, when I was still in the tunnel. Different perspectives of 07. So I'm gonna quickly... Shoot, damn it, I'm up to Varrock. So I'm gonna try and do this while I'm doing all the clicking. Once I lure it. Okay, so there's one way. There's a few ways people look at the server. Now this may not be a majority, it may be a majority, but there's just like, okay, there's a lot, there's like 50, I want to say 50,000 legit, but I really don't know. That's mainly a made up number considering there are bots in 07. They get banned within a couple of days, but there are bots, as in the live game as well. Not saying which one has more because it really doesn't matter, but let's just say in a game with at least 50,000 legit players, there are going to be opinions that people are just going to feel differently about different subjects. So there's one way to look at the server. You can look at it as the server with a special attack bar where it goes back to special attacks. You could look at the server as what it was back in 2007 and not what it was a couple of weeks later where God Wars was introduced. You could look at it as a PK only server and it should be only for that. Or you could look at it as a server that will get updates if people go for it, where they're going to implement new updates to improve, well, not improve the game, but give it more of a variety, where maybe... Oh, damn it. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, so you could think of it as like, what's it? You can think about it as a game where it'll get updates to give more variety to the game, where maybe there's going to be a new minigame, maybe there's going to be, well, actually, like minigames, there's a few minigames. Minigames have a few purposes. There's... Okay, so minigames, they have a few purposes. One, just for fun, like there's no reward from it, but it's just for the gameplay, like Castle Wars, where you get tickets. It's like to buy the armor. It's not you don't really play Castle War for the tickets, or well, some do, a small amount, but most people play it for playing Capture the Flag. Now there are well, in the live game, they made the trim requirement, which led to people just AFKing Castle Wars to get the thing done. They had people who AFK'd for tickets before, but this gave more people a reason to. There's that. Then there are mini games. Oh wait, no, wait. Was I thinking of? Okay, I gotta look this up. Oh shoot, no, it can't hit me. I want to make sure that there's a difference between minigames and distractions and diversions. Because my point was, D&Ds are a way to train a skill, but still having fun while you're doing it. Whereas, yeah, it's just an alternative to actually grinding out a skill. So let's see. Minigames include Barbarian Assault. Barrows is considered a minigame? I'm looking at the RS Wiki. Okay, Castle War is considered. Alright, if you need any of the quest items, like, I don't have a picture of it, but, lantern, bullseye lantern, dyes, lockpicks, any of that, just, find me after the stream. I'm not gonna do it on stream, because that's, yeah, it's not that interesting to see, and all I'm doing is trading people stuff, but, like, look at this. Um, Solo running law runes to the altar by yourself with essence to do whatever. With the balloon method, which is after God, I don't even know. I don't remember which quest. It was that quest that required the willow branches or something. Or oh, and enlightened journey. I think that was what it was called, or just enlightened journey. After doing that, 550k per hour. That's pretty nice, considering it's let's see, law runes are they're not that high. 54 runecraft. That may take you a while, but a couple days and you could get it. 550k per hour. That is probably a lot more than I could make here. I think. Let's see. I get maybe. Yeah, that's probably a lot more than I could make here at the moment, assuming I don't get any drops. But this to me is more enjoyable. My friend here, he probably enjoys runecrafting to some point. Like I could not stand it if I was just doing it for money, even for money, even if I was making a lot, I could not stand it. But that's me. Shoot, which one was my tunnel? I think it was Varrock. Yeah, I think it was Varrock. Okay, so I was looking at. Okay, so I'm gonna read off some of the mini games, just and then go to the distraction and diversions, which dang, I forgot what the point before that was. What? Did I kill Varrock? Okay, maybe it was Torak. But okay, so there's Barbarian Assault. That's I did a bit of that. Not a lot because I did a bit of it when Born for PVM was doing his fighter torso, but I wasn't really doing it too much. Warbands, about warbands, I thought it was just filled with one itemers. It's it's mostly just to give incentive to go into the wilderness. I don't really have an opinion on it. This is like so nice. See that door right there? That's to get into the center chest. And the thing I like about being in, I wonder if I still have it. Okay, it's not there. But I had a... Oh, right here. The good thing about being in this room to the northeast is you have this giant rubble in the middle. So him right there, he's getting stuck by the rock because it extends up to this square right here. Ah, damn. I got hit by that guy, though. But, like, okay, I'll just get aggro. Okay, maybe not right. Actually, it's a rat. Shoot, shoot. Ah, damn it. Okay, there was already a lot of monsters in this room. Rats have low defense, so I'm okay with tanking them. But if I were to tank these guys, I would get hit by a lot. So these guys are okay, the rats and the bloodworms. So I'm just going to go through them. As long as the skeletons are trapped, I'm fine. Okay, so, but yeah, the upside of being in the northeast is you get this nice giant rock, the adjacent tunnels, like this one right here, and that one up there, that is this arc right here. Oh wow, they have a little dot for safe spots. Although I think this one's wrong because you can't really safe spot there because it's stuck against the wall. But besides that, wow, I didn't know that it gave you. Oh well. But yeah, there's safe spots on this side and on that side up there. So I guess if it's on this page, I guess it's kind of well known maybe, but most of the guides I've seen have not mentioned it. Feed the cat. 12. Oh shoot, I do have to feed the cat. Yeah, like that guy is doing the whole ladder. Oh no, wait. I was doing the reason I'm doing the guide is because the ladder trick, not the safe spot trick. Okay. And then I'll just go in and out through this door. 12. Okay, I got it right at time. So next time to feed is 43. So I'm gonna just go in and out so that a lot of them spawn, and I kind of want to try to get, I think my tunnel is Tarag. Just try and get them first, because usually I don't see them for a while. And if it packs up, at a certain point, I think it stops spawning monsters. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure there is a limit because you stop seeing them spawn. Not if I do reach, if there is a limit, if I reach it, I'll just head to another room. Unfortunately, this spawns like a billion monsters in the main room. Okay, I probably won't find any, so I'm gonna head south. Oh, and I'm heading south because that door right there gets me to the inner chest. Okay, good. Oh my god. Also, if you ever plan to do Barrows, higher HP is recommended, so you don't get too hit. And right here, I trapped the two monsters there because they're both aggro on me. That rat as well, and only problem is the skeleton if it hits me. Should be okay. Okay, I'm gonna run up, or this. He's trapped. They're trapped. The rat will attack me, but a rat is pretty low defense anyway, so it should be okay. Barrows in the live game, not too bad. I mean, most monsters are pretty easy to kill anyway. As long as you know how to kill them. After you know the basic amount, it's like do this and this and kind of repeat on every single monster. Only a few monsters actually require extra stuff, like maybe QBD, next. And Cafe King. I think those are the only ones you actually need to know something about the combat. Okay, so back to minigames. Barbarian Assault. No, that's not a good example. I still don't get how Barrows is considered a minigame. Bird Rot and Temple Trekking. Wait, let's see. I was talking about how minigames serve a purpose where you get XP, less XP than if you're actually grinding the skill, but you the minigame is supposed to be fun-ish. Okay, probably just forget that because I can't remember what I was trying to talk about it. But Destruction and Divergent, you get some XP for it, but then it's also like it's not the best XP per hour, but you have some fun with it. Like there's what's it called? Damn it. Let's see. There's that weird circus thing. Then I don't know if people still do the big chinchompa. I didn't really do it past. Well, I was rated 99, so I didn't need to do it. But yeah, it's not too important. I was trying to remember what I was talking about. It was like a monopoly and scaling. I know I talked about how it was profitable, but it's not going to be profitable in the long run because eventually it'll cost money to train a skill. I mean, like at the higher levels, people are not going to be able to. Wait, did I feed my cat? I think I fed my cat. Should be. Okay, so it was going to be profitable. Then it's not going to be profitable in the long run because eventually it'll cost people money to get XP because eventually there's going to be enough supply in the game than people actually need. Because now it's like 07 was a new server, people need some items. And oh, I was talking about how some skills are profitable. Oh, anyway, let's see. I don't know much about Hunter being profitable in 07 or construction besides Gilded Altars, but runecrafting. Early on, nature runes were really good because there needed to be cash in the game. Easiest way, alchemy. Besides like silks, because oh, dragon imps, yeah. There was that bug where multiple people could catch imps, but oh well. That's rough. Oh, actually, that's really good because you get dragon arrows. I think that's the only way to get dragon arrows. But rune crafting, 90. If you got 91 rune crafting, double natures. That is so much profit you get, especially if you don't tell people. So you only give them like 28 nature runes for whatever, or is it 26? Wait, you need noted essence to sell to the shop. You need cash to buy it back. Then I guess it's 26 or something. Not really too important. Then Slayer, 85 Slayer, you get access to Abyssal Demons. That's gonna be profitable for a while because people need whips. It's one of the higher level content for, well, I mean not higher level, late game content. I don't know about farming though. Oh, actually, farming relates to some of the secondaries you need for Herbler, I think, or it's one way to get them. Actually, okay, forget about farming because I never really liked farming. So all I did was, okay, once I got 41 farming, or I think it was 40 actually, the bare minimum that I needed for the quest, after I finished the quest, that's it. I'm done with farming. I already well, I didn't drop my seeds, but I sold it to whoever before my bank video was live. But okay, aside from that, fletching made a couple things. It made the magic short bows that people use. I don't even know if it's any good because when with the introduction of rune crossbows, which totally beats. Damn it! How's it not picking it up? I really don't know how often I stream. I think like I could do a stream if I have something to talk about. Like there's the BTS, but this is a '07 stream though. But streams are just like whenever, when I feel like it or when I have time. Okay, not trying to go off topic, but fletching. It brought a few. Oh my god, I'm 18 KC. Okay, I'm gonna loot and then I'm gonna write this down. Skills. Okay, it's trapped behind the lamp or the whatever thing of fire. Drop my stuff. And that should be good. Let's see. No item. Okay, let's see. 73 bolt racks. Like, this makes it a lot easier to log, because then you don't have to do subtraction. It also makes it easier to record. Although I'm not recording this because at the moment I'm playing on a screen size of like 2560 by 1440, so that's pretty large. And unfortunately, I have not figured out. I haven't heard of any recording software on a Mac that records like whatever area you choose. The only setting it has is full screen, from what I know. If there is a way to record like only one side of the screen, that would be awesome. But I haven't figured out how to. But okay, back to skills. So fletching, it brought magic short bows that people use, but it also brought alchebows, common alchebows. It uses the magic logs that you would have gotten from wood cutting, wood chopping. And I'm not sure how much it costs to alch yet, but I know like in the live game it's like you wait. I'm not sure if you make profit, but it's pretty much really close to just breaking even, where you don't make money, but you also don't lose money. I don't know if Camtasia is on a Mac. QuickTime? I'll look into QuickTime when I'm not streaming. But last item I got was Varrock's plates, or Varrock's skirts, and that was quite a while ago. That was like a week ago, I think. That was quite a while ago. Okay, skills. Fletching, it brought magic short bows, which people needed. Then there's the magic long bows that people used to alch, which uses the nature runes that people would have gotten from doing rune crafting. And there's stuff like that. Then crafting was... Gotta make sure I don't die here while I'm explaining how... Oh, now I remember how people... It's like people specialized in different skills, where a group of friends, and this was mostly how a lot of the top ranked players got their levels so quick. Like one person can't do it all themselves. Like 24 hours, like if you're sleeping, you're not training a skill. And if you want to be the first, unless you're gonna be awake for like 200 hours straight and still not be wasting XP by and not still be sluggish, the only way to keep up with the competition is actually account share, and that's kind of how a lot of the top ranked players got up there, is by account sharing. But there is a decent reason to do that, or early on, is because if you get a monopoly over a certain skill, then, well, if you don't know what a monopoly is, it's basically, think about it like this. You're the only person who can make fairy amulets. Um, because you're the only one who could do it, you could charge people for it and make money off of that. Personally, I wouldn't do it, but there is a lot of money to be made if you're the only person who can do it. Okay, I kind of want to leave really quick because I could save prayer, or I could save one auto attack from Varrock if I have at least one prayer point left. About the 5K Castle War games, I don't know. It's like they put a requirement, they took it away, they lowered it, but kind of sucks for people who already had it. But it's like having the requirement there kind of killed a lot of already took away from legit gameplay of it. It just got people to, what was it called? It wasn't griefing. It was loafing Castle Wars. Back to what I was saying, how people started in 07, how a lot of the top ranked players, they account shared, because if you want to be the first to something, you pretty much the only way is to be logged on 24/7. For a single player to legitly log on 24/7 for at least 2 weeks straight is nearly impossible. Now, I'm not saying stay awake for all that time. I mean actually keep training, not be sluggish, be efficient in whatever you're training. Cuz okay, even if you're up for like 48 hours, it doesn't matter if you're like being half as efficient. But yeah, the upside of doing like training to, let's just say, where is it? Is this armor? Yeah, training up to 84 crafting. You make full black dragonhide. Now you're gonna buy what crafters would do. They buy the D-hide from people, tanned or not tanned, it doesn't matter, and they would. It's kind of like a commission fee. They would craft the black D-hides for people. You paid them like 15K or something for them to just make it. All you're doing is clicking a needle with thread on the D-hide. You select what you want to make, and that's it. You're done. But you make like mils per hour just doing that. But to get there, that was like hundreds and hundreds of hours of gameplay just to get up there that early. But because you got up there that early, you got to charge. I still can't believe that people are still charging it, but eventually it'll come to a point where they won't anymore. But while they're still in demand, they could still charge people. Ah, man. I remember like back in 07 where people actually held shops, like crafting shops or something, where it's like they make a forum post on, well, the Runescape forums saying like, I have this and this crafting. If you bring me whatever supplies, I can make whatever you want, as long as you have the supplies for it. I get XP, you get whatever you want. So it's just like little things like that. 84 crafting to make the first black dragon hide, or 90 crafting for amulets, potions, first to get to like the brews. I think that's one of the more important ones, besides just like the super stuff. Actually, what does thieving get you? I'm not sure if thieving is any good. Or maybe I don't know something. Oh, I'm not. I'll be right back. I gotta get some more. Okay. So, oh cool, my cat grew up. Awesome. I don't have to feed it now. It could find stuff on its own. But to answer the question, or that was up there, the reason I'm not using red dragonhide is because I lost my red dragonhide bottom, and the accuracy difference is +5. I don't think that's enough for me to care about the accuracy than to have a matching set. So it doesn't change that much. And I also want to show that you don't need some like red dragonhide. It's like 50k for a set. That's expensive. And that's kind of like how expensive crafting is right now, and how much you can make because of it. Because it's like if you had a friend that could like make the set for you for free, if you just gave him the hides, and then have him give you the set in return, you could sell that for like a couple. I think they're charging 15k profit. I mean 15k commission to make the set. So if you did that, you would make like 15k. So, something like that. But the reason I like PVM is because, well, PVM is, I guess I'm just not into scaling. Because scaling's not going to stay profitable for a while. I mean, it's gonna be profitable for a while, but not like late game. Besides scaling, there's only so much you can do with training stats. All right, good night. With training your stats, you could.
Are you gonna put that over there or something? Or what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sleep?
I think I was gonna move the glass table on the black couch thing. I'm not entirely sure. Because chocolate and spots is like right there. Bed on the frame.
Yeah, that's another option. The bed on a frame?
Yes.
What is this? I've never heard of such a thing. Where did I get this?
Oh, shoot. About a real life video part 2. That's kind of just like when I have time, because there's like 3,000 comments or 2,000, 3,000 comments I have to look through from the first one, and that was a lot. But real life video part 2, that's gonna be a while from now. I don't have it planned. I guess I could do it when I have nothing else to do. Oh shoot. Oh, I thought he was using a salamander. It's actually, like, salamanders, they're good if you're 99. Because the way the damage is calculated is it's 1/4 of your level. So at my level, it's not going to do that much damage. Okay, I do not remember which one was my tunnel. I know I killed Torak. Maybe it was Varrock. Or, no. It's definitely not Darak. Or, okay. Upside of the live game, it tells you which one you killed. What else is profitable? Brunite mining. Like, okay, there's no living rock cavern. There's no easy way to train mining in 07. You would have to do like drop mining iron or something for like 30, 40k XP per hour. That's not that much. Oh shoot, I got rims in the tunnel. That's not gonna be good because I have to pray. Okay, there's a door there, so it's probably I run south. Yeah. So I'm gonna just go in and out through these doors for a bit until it spawns rims or enough monsters for me to get Casey off of. Okay, this should be enough. Okay, so mining. You have runite ores. You could smith rune. Like, well, when people got up to, I know early on, rune hatchets were in demand for quite a while because the difference between Addy and Rune was really good. Now, what most people didn't know was, well, actually, I guess a decent amount of people knew, but if you went to the Enchanted Valley, you could spawn tree spirits. The tree spirits are the random you get when you're wood chopping a tree, and they come in attacking. So people would kill them, and they have a chance to drop a rune hatchet. So a lot of people didn't notice. So this was a really good money making method early on, especially because you could mage them, and because mage, in my opinion, is overpowered early game, but late game it doesn't scale well enough. Like level 13 to start hitting 8s, that's really good for only level 13. But yeah, so people could have trained magic through that as well as make money per like good amount of like a mil per hour or something, or was it 2 mil? This was kind of back when rune hatchets were pretty expensive, and that's what they did. They did for a while, but when people finally could smith rune, when they could finally do that, the price on rune hatchets crashed a lot. Because, well, if you could smith it and it's so easy to get, you could create a ton of them, and then suddenly there's a lot of supply and there's less demand for it. Yeah. See, like 150K for a rune hatchet. That was, to me, that's crazy. I didn't think they would ever go for that high. And this was 150K. That's like in the first few weeks when cash is worth a lot more than it is now. That's like just crazy. Yeah. It's like the only way to access it is from doing the Fairy Tale Part 2 quest where you actually unlock the fairy rings, which unlocks the area of whatever the code for that map. I mean, for that area. That was really cool at the time, though. Like, my friend made a, I think he made like 2 mil in first week or something. And like I kind of asked him how he did it. I didn't really ask to find out so that I could do the same. I just kind of wanted to figure out like how are you making that much? Because that's a lot of money. But yeah, then okay, then there's smithing, which was how is smithing profitable? I don't know, but besides the rune items, yeah, I guess I don't know much about it. Shoot. Okay, the thing that I don't like about this safe spot is you get PJ'd pretty easy. You don't get stuck. You gotta run them back here, and then run back, and then they get stuck. And see, like right there, I took a lot of damage. If I was one defense, I would have taken a lot more damage. But that's the downside of being up here. Upside is you get really good offense. And people who usually fight are usually low defense if you're fighting in your level bracket, which is... Okay, what other skill? Wait, did I find... No, I didn't find a Rimson. Okay, so I guess I gotta find her in the chest room. I really don't like fighting the Barrows brothers, like Carols and Rims in the tunnel, because you have to pray. And being in the tunnel, the prayer drain rate is based on how many brothers you kill. The more you kill, the faster the drain rate. So it really sucks. It really drains your prayer pots when you're doing it in the tunnel. Okay. So I'm gonna wait here until I see the face, like the Barrows face, that shows that my prayer. Okay, there it is. Now I could just sip a prayer pot and attack it. And the face shows up every like 30 seconds. I really gotta time it though. Like find out exactly how long it is, and when you see the face, that's when your prayer goes down. I wish they would just change. Wow, I'm actually killing this kind of fast compared to before. Okay, now that I killed it, I could drop my items so I could log it. This time I remember just to get 14 KC so I could log it properly. So that's all of it. Dang. Nothing again. Got a lot of mine runes. At least those are decent. Because, like, in the live game, mine runes are, like, nothing. You get, like... I swear, like, Armadillo dropped, like, a ton of mine runes. I forgot how much. It was, like, 600, maybe? Okay. Got all that logged. Now I think I could do one more. Although it's kind of risky because I don't have any food. Because once I eat the shark, I'll only have one left. So I need to run back to the surface. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there's my cat. And just gotta head back up to the surface. I'm losing like a ton of HP from doing this. Alright. Wait. Okay, I don't think agility is profitable at all. But I think the main skills are like... Okay, sadly, I thought fishing would have got you a lot more money. I kind of wish it did, but it doesn't. Like, sharks are like 500 or 300 each. And they're going down. Because, damn it. I don't know why. Maybe they're bots. Or maybe a lot more people are just choosing to fish now rather than what it was before. Because I know back... Maybe not exactly in 07, but back around this time, give or take a couple years, sharks were like 1k each. It's like absurdly cheap, even considering how much GP is in the game. Yeah, probably bots. Alright, I think toggle roof was like toggle roof? Or, oh, 2 colons. Toggle roof. Yep. And no, I do not want to toggle roofs. Gotta toggle it back off. Yeah, there you go. Do I ever plan to make video vids on other games? Problem with that, initially, of course, if you start making videos on other games, it'll probably get dislikes for a while until people say, okay, I guess he's gonna do that. Just gonna accept it. But then there is another problem where I'm not sure what I have to offer with other games. Because like with RS, I started doing videos because I thought I had I did it because I had something to offer that other people did not. Like mostly just guides. Like there's Viking guide. Then okay. Ah shoot, I don't think I have enough prayer to finish. Or barely enough. This is gonna be hard for... Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do this. because I lost too much prayer points. I don't think I have enough prayer points to kill Carols. So I'm gonna do the other Barrow brothers and then bank, because I need a lot more than one person to kill it. Okay, so I started video making because I did it because I felt that I had something to offer that other people didn't. If I had nothing unique to offer, I probably wouldn't have started video making. Like there was next when it came out, the next solo. Even though the next solo thing was like um I didn't actually make the video on the next solo like Born for PVM did, and all I did was just show him how. Oh shoot. But the fight cone guide, I think that's what got a lot of traffic to my channel initially, because it came out. Actually, the guide itself, it came out a whole month after the fight kiln came out, so people had a lot of time to figure out what to do. But even then, it's like even though I have the commentary on it, even even though it's me, I would say it was pretty bad for its time. It probably has improved a lot compared to what it was back then, but the commentary on it was pretty bad. And even though the commentary was bad, it's still probably the most viewed fight kiln guide ever. Well, pre EOC one. And I think that's just because of what that guide had that others didn't. It was a guide directed towards the average player. I did it in bot gear, average gear, pretty much what people could afford. I did it with like a tortoise, not a yak. So pretty average gear, what most people could use. And most of the other guides I've seen had like higher level gear. They had soul split, they used that to heal. I don't even know. But yeah, that's kind of what I got into video making. And if I start making videos on other games, I don't know much. I don't know what I could offer besides commentary, which is what a lot of people do though. Like Minecraft is you could do guides on it. I know there's like I don't remember who, but it's like he knew a lot about how to work with the red sandstone thing, and like he could do a lot of crazy stuff. I forgot who it was though, but I watched a lot of his videos when I started to do Minecraft. This was, I think, a year ago. But yeah, besides just like gameplay with commentary, I don't know what I could offer besides that. I mean, I always thought about it, but thing is, unless it's like available on a Mac or a PC, I mean, a Mac or a PC, like I don't have a game console. So I can't do games like Call of Duty or what other games are there? And thing being on a Mac, a lot of games don't come. Um, a lot of games aren't programmed for a Mac. There are ways to play PC games on a Mac, but that also requires some software and it has its bugs in it. Steam games. I don't know much about Steam because I don't know much about what it has to offer. I know it's like this thing where you get a lot of. It's like it sells games. It has a lot of downloadable. It has the games downloadable, and I don't know. I think most of like the indie games are mostly directed at PC because that's like why would you go and put the effort to code for Mac as well? Also, before I go, like before I'm done with the stream, for those who play League of Legends, I'm gonna make a ARAM game and just gonna um, play ARAM for a bit with whoever wants to come. Actually, wait, what was my tunnel? I have. Oh, right. I was supposed to bank because I didn't kill Karos yet. and it's definitely worth killing all 6 brothers. So I got a bank. I'll come back, kill Carols, kill Torax, and yeah. Or I could just end the stream here because I'm running out of topics to think about. Let's see. Cooking. Was cooking even profitable? I don't think so. Like, not that profitable because fishing isn't that profitable either. And since those two, oh, wild pies. Okay. Cooking is maybe profitable with the higher level stuff for like the potting stuff. I mean, the food that gave you levels, like wild pies. There's the Chef's Delight, which is Chef's Delight. That's like who even made all the ales? Because I don't understand. Like, so if you don't know what ales are, you can make ales or brews. I mean, not brews. You can make these drinks that boost your stats. It's like making beer in RS. Oh, I'm not gonna stream the ARAM. What is this? How much are red dehyde chaps? I'll just say like 15k. Or yeah, I don't have much cash here. Like, I have more cash in my kingdom, but that's because I put the money there. But from that, I make money daily. Although it's a huge like investment for it. I really don't know what it's worth. I think it's worth around this. Thank you. Or yay, I got the red dehyde. Now I got a set. And blue dehyde is like if. Wait, am I? I thought I clicked it. Okay, I might stop the stream here because I'm running out of things to talk about. But okay, so ales, if you don't know what that is the Dwarven City. You can make like food ales there. There's also the thing in there's also that thing in Port Fast whatever where they have that brewery brew. How do you say that word? Brewery. Okay, that's totally not a word I'm gonna say. But the way you make it is okay. You add ingredients. It doesn't matter what it. I'm not gonna say which one it is because there's a ton of stuff that you add in. But once you put it in, it takes 3 days, as in days, 72 hours, for it to finish ferm, ferm, fermenting. Like, who the hell in Jagex Studios decided it was a good idea to make this thing 72 hours to make? It's like, come on. Okay, couple hours maybe. Like, you have, I think it's like somewhere like 1.5 days to make a spirit tree. That's the longest. That's like the second longest thing. Whereas ales or whatever, it takes 2 to 3 days to make. Like, who the hell thought of that? It doesn't make sense. It takes so long to make one chef's delight that gives you like +4 or whatever. It's based on your level. +4 cooking. And those didn't cost like 45k because of how long it takes. Let's see. I have glass blowing pipe. I'm trying to find molten glass that I could make. Like, I don't have much molten glass. Fishbowl. So first I'm gonna trade this guy. So he asked for bullseye and a fishbowl. Trading them. Oh, you get 8. Okay. It's not too bad. Rainbow fish. Yeah. Actually, if it's 8, that's like decent. Kind of wanted to. Wait, no, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I wanted to make a guide on it because I never really got into it because by the time I actually found out about it, don't worry about it. By the time I actually found out about the ales, is that it's like there were already other boosts in the game that it didn't matter. Like you could buy it from the GE, so it didn't matter too much. But yeah, I might make a guide on that because it can make a lot of money. Although, if I make a video on it, people are gonna do it. There's gonna be a lot of it in game. If it was 35K each, it'll probably drop to like 10K each. But if you want to try making it now, you can make some money, decent money. Like I always wanted to try and make them. Oh wait, no, it's like you need some like barley malt thing, I think, and you get that from farming. But because there's no GE, it's kind of hard to get your hands on them without having to buy from somebody else. So you're gonna need some seeds for it, where you could get some from the master farmer by pickpocketing them. But then that also takes some time. So unless you have some extra seeds laying around, but then you also need like 13 or 19 farming. It's something low to be able. It's some low farming level. Hmm. No, like I could get the seeds pretty easy because I sold most of my seeds, but it was to a friend of mine, and I could get some of it back. Oh yeah, you like. No, I think you could get the stuff to add into it from talking to the bartender in like Port Fest, whatever, and he'll sell it for like 50 GP or something. Um, okay. Um, but yeah, I should write that down before I forget it. Brewing guide. Then there's the what's it called? Oh right, I was gonna do Nills to Mills. Then gotta do Nills to Bills after and alternate from that. What else? I think that's it. So, yeah, I'm still doing Nills to Bills. Okay, so right now, I made if I'm not sure how many people, or I could just invite my friends list. Depending on Alright, so for before I end the stream, I could. Oh, by the way, if you want to play ARAM on League, just search my name. I'm not gonna stream it because I would have to change some settings, and that may take a while because I still haven't I figured out most of how to stream, but that's about it. But if you wanna play ARAM, just search Smokey9112 on the custom and just find it. There should only be one. And until then, I could hold like a little Q&A. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And for now, I'll just if you need supplies like lanterns, dyes, or whatever, just come to. I think I'm in World 46 Lumbridge. Yeah. Oh right, I gotta. Oh right, I'm on NA because I live in North America, California. So yeah, yeah. Sadly, I play on NA server. Yeah, I live in Cali. It's like 1:15 a.m. right? Whoa, it's 1:15 a.m. Wow, it's kind of late ish. Hmm? Wellings. Hmm. Is there? Hmm, I might have to refresh the stream to see the comments on YouTube. The stream for Mac links? I could check that out. I'll fix it before. Well, I'll fix it eventually. But oh shoot, class. Like supplies are free. Like it would be. There's no point in charging for these, or I don't see a point to. Oh, the reason I have so little right now is because I split it. Um, I split it between my other accounts so that I don't have to keep leaving Barrows. Damn, it always seems like there's motorcycles around. But it's so that I don't have to leave Barrows and have to like bank just to give somebody like lantern. So I need to find the rest of the dies so I can take it out. So for the quest, Goblin Diplomacy, you need orange dies. And there's one more thing I'm trying to. What else am I missing? Oh, hey, Scooby-Doo! Dude, I should call James. Although it's like, um, let's see. I still haven't figured out that thing where, all right, I was trying to figure out with the way to stream two audio lines at once in a stream. With certain programs, it's a lot easier, but with Soundflower, it keeps crashing when I try to do it. So I gotta figure that out later. So yeah. Hmm. Right. So at the moment, you can't hear James because I haven't figured out how to do two audio lines yet. I don't know. It's like, oh, I'm at the moment I'm using. I gotta use Cam Twist to select the area on the screen. Then I gotta use Flash Media Live Encoder to actually live stream. And I think those are the only. Well, I think those are the main programs for a Mac. Alright. I gotta find. I'm running out of molten glass to make a fishbowl. Hmm? Oh, like I looked up this guide on what's it called? On how to stream on a Mac, but it's like it recommends this program, but then every time I try to do it, it crashed. The program crashed. So I'm thinking it has something to do with my computer. So there's that. So James, what have you been up to? I figure it's like opinion on RS3. Nah, I haven't gotten anything in a while. Oh wait. I haven't gotten anything in like a couple days. So far I've been just like ranging black dragons. And yeah. Could end the stream, but yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna end the stream here. If you need any like lanterns, dyes, lockpicks, I have plenty. I'm in World 46 Lumbridge Cellar, and they're free because it would be mean to charge for these. And if you want to play a round, I'm gonna play a few before I go to sleep. Yeah, okay, we can start. So thank you guys very much for watching, and have a nice day. Okay, now I gotta